Ta-da-ta, da-da-da-da-da. We are live. As long as my computer doesn't poo itself. So, I was planning on doing this as a recorded video, but I forgot to charge my batteries. So, we're just going to hang out live and chit chat and stuff like that. It's the night before I leave for NVE, but NVE for the public will start on Saturday. But Friday, of course, is setup day. So I'll be heading down there tomorrow night. But I'm sure I'll see a lot of you there on Saturday and Sunday. Anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Spencer Fernandez, Dire Thing, Spike Vapes, Minnesota Clouds, Mark Hardy, Mark C, LC Builds. What's up? What's up? I'm sure everyone is anxiously awaiting all the stuff that's going to happen this weekend, all the craziness. And yeah, so I have a few things that we're going to be taking a look at today. Sounds like coils. Definitely sounds like coils. I thought it was going to be an RDA at first, because it feels like an RDA, but it sounds like coils. This one, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. But in any case, as I just want to make sure if everyone can hear me and see me and everything, I just want to make sure I'm good before I start yapping my head off. Vape Boy is flying out in 10 hours. Oh man, you better get some sleep, man. You're gonna have a busy day tomorrow. Live stream at the show? Yeah, of course. We're definitely gonna be doing some form of live stream at the show. I'll probably be bouncing back and forth from you know, the YouTube channel to my Facebook group. If you guys want to check that out, Daily Vape TV Cloud Crew. It's facebook.com/groups/DVTV Cloud Crew. And I'll do some exclusive streams in there, and I'll do some on my Instagram as well, as long as the service is decent. So yeah, that's the plan for NVE, and I'm sure you're going to see me on a lot of other people's live streams as well. So, but yeah, there will be so many live streams, your heads are going to explode. So yeah, let's see. Should we get into... Now, I'm going to wait a few more minutes on the vape mail. Oh, I posted on my Instagram today. Keys to surviving. You know, that's what we could talk about real quick. Keys to surviving a convention. First things first, make sure you load up on vitamin C before and after the event. I love this stuff right here. I go through at least one packet per day, a few days before and a few days after an event. And I've been kind of like battling this like weird sore throat thing going on that I've got for like the last few weeks, and that's kind of why my videos have been a little bit sporadic. Just some days I just feel like crap. I don't know exactly why. But yeah, definitely vitamin C. It is like my #1 rule when it comes to conventions, and even at the show, like take one in the morning, first thing, just chug one, because you know it's not going to kill you. Vitamin C, it's anything your body doesn't need, it's going to flush out. So second thing is hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. It should be obvious, but I would say also don't share drip tips. Like if someone says, yo, hit my mod, just take your drip tip. Or what I usually do, does this have batteries in it? Yes, it does. What I usually do is if someone wants me to hit their mod, I'll just go like this. And I know it looks really awkward, but it works. It just works. And it keeps you at least that far away from their drip tip. And I mean, I know you're touching your own hand to your mouth, but that's where the hand sanitizer comes in. The other thing would be, what did I say? Wet wipes. Everyone gets juice everywhere. You're going to over drip. You're going to just fiddle around with your tank and it's going to leak out a little bit, and it's just, your juice is going to get everywhere. Wet wipes. Wet wipes work so much better than paper towels, because when you have paper towels, you just kind of mush it around and it doesn't always get all the juice off your hands. So wet wipes, it's just, they sell the little travel packs. Just pick one of those up. Whoa, we got DJ LSB. He says, you're going to NVE too? I will be driving there in a few hours. Man, Daniel, more power to you, buddy, for driving. He's driving all the way from Michigan, so more power to you, man. And I look forward to seeing you there, Daniel. Get some sleep too, man. You're going to have to get that sleep. It's going to be a long drive, and it's going to be a long day for you tomorrow. But yeah, of course I'm going to NVE. For me, it's just an hour drive. It's not that big of a deal, but this is my hometown show. That's why I'm so psyched for it. And all of my friends will be there. That is the most exciting thing. Next thing, hand sanitizer, vitamin C, wet wipes. What was the last thing on my list? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Lots of water, especially those of you who drink alcohol. Drink lots of water at vape shows. Vaping does kind of dry you out a little bit, so just make sure you kind of, maybe 1.5 times your normal water intake for the day is what you should do. Maybe 2 times the normal water intake that you normally get at a convention. So a thing I also remembered is cough drops. Cough drops really, really help, like the menthol ones. Cough drops help the morning after a long night. Your voice is raspy, you've been yelling all day, and maybe dehydrated even though you've already doubled your water. But yeah, cough drops really help, that menthol. And honestly, if you vape menthol, then you're going to be a little bit better off, in my opinion. Honestly, I probably couldn't survive without some form of menthol juice at a vape show, because that little bit of like kind of refreshment really just helps your palate out a lot. But that's kind of neither here nor there. So one thing I was kind of going over this past week was what setups I want to bring to NVE. And I always struggle with this because I always end up either overpacking or underpacking. Most of the time it's overpacking. So I'm planning on bringing 3 setups and probably a pod system, I think. I mean, even though I really don't do a lot of nicotine nowadays, maybe I'll put some 3 milligram or something in the pod system. I don't know. I think I'm going to be doing my goat and topside dual combo. I think that's a pretty solid combination there, because you get the battery life and the 10 mil squonk. That's good. I'm not going to be fiddling around with coils or anything like that. I think the second setup I'm going to bring is, ooh, where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. This guy, the Warlock's Hammer from the Gathering Vapor Lounge. I think I'm going to bring this thing for the battery life. It is a dual 21700, and it has a voltmeter on it, so I can tell where my batteries are at. So I think I'm going to be bringing this thing with me just for the sheer battery life. This is going to be my dripper setup. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do the rebirth yet or not. Haven't quite decided on a dripper for that one. But I think that's going to be my dripper setup, and I'm going to have it with no juice in it, ready to go, ready to test out some flavors of the stuff that is at the show. And the last setup I want to bring, what was I thinking? Maybe something in here. I don't know. But yeah, if I think what I think this is, if I get what I think this is, then I'll bring that. Anyways, speaking of, let's just go ahead and open this vape mail here. This one definitely sounds like coils. Let's find out. I've got my knife here. Let's dive right into it. And for those of you that can't make it to NVE, you will be sorely missed, man. Let me tell you, I want to see every single one of you at a convention at some point in time. And anytime you see me at a convention, please come up, shake my hand, grab some stickers. I will have plenty of stickers this weekend. And chat. I'm always down for a good chat. So, let's see what we got here. What the heck is this? This is, all right, they're little metal things filled with coils, I guess. Not quite sure. Yeah, I guess so. AUG coil. I don't know if that's even in focus or not. Probably not. Let's face it. But yeah, these are dual core fused Clapton, and they come in these sweet little metal cases. These are going to come in handy when they're not filled with coils. They all have like the keychain rings on them, and they sent a whole bunch of these things out. Dual core fused Claptons. I think that might be the case with these black ones here, all dual core. Nope, just regular Claptons here. And let's see, tri-core fused Claptons. Okay, we got multi-core staggered fused Clapton. Ooh, now they're getting real fancy on us. Wow. And quad-core fused Claptons. Cool. All right. So that's pretty neat. I got a whole bunch of these AUG Vape coils. Let's just hold them up here. Ta-da! So a whole bunch of those things. That's pretty neat. I like that a lot. Definitely looking forward to trying these out. Let's just take a look real quick. Off and on for the sync. Great. Why is my audio out of sync? I have no idea. I'm going off of shop internet and it's terrible. Let me see if I can see how bad it is here. Great. It's pretty bad. I don't know if there's a way I can fix it. Yeah, the video is always going to lag behind the audio. Let's see. I don't know if that's actually going to do anything. Probably not. Well, maybe it did. I can turn this down. I'm sorry about this, guys. It actually is kind of lagging on my side too. A little bit. I hope that I changed the bit rate and hopefully that helps. I should just do a hangout. Hangout calls never fail me, but I always want to be elitist. In any case, let's go ahead and carry on. If anything, just listen to my lovely voice, you know. I'm sorry, you guys. So let's go ahead, break into this one. I always love busting into those DHL bags. The lovely customs tape right here. If anything, just listen to my... Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea why there's like patches of lag. It's probably the shitty internet that's at the shop. Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm unboxing stuff here. We got Wotofo cotton. Hey, Wotofo cotton. It's the big ones, the big shoelaces. And we've got a couple profile Unity RTAs. Now I was expecting this, and I'm glad it came in because I wanted to bring this to NVE. So I think I'm going to be bringing this to NVE, and I might match it up with this mod here, this little AUG Vape what is it? VX200 kit. Sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to open the black one. And for the silver one, it goes into the big pile of stuff that I have to give away for the patrons. And, you know, you guys, thank you, patrons, of course. And if you're not a patron and want to sign up, make sure you check it out. Patreon.com/dailyvapetv. Got 3 different giveaway tiers that you can sign up for. So let's just take a quick look. The packaging, very cool, very stylish, gotta say. Joel probably had a hand in that. A little bit different from your typical Wotofo packaging as well. Whoop. So let's just grab that out. There we go. Just hold that up for a second. So yeah, it looks really cool. Let's just go ahead. My freaking desk is full of stuff right now too. I've been going through all my setups trying to figure out what I want to bring. And I mean, yes, this Dead Rabbit RTA matches so perfectly with this VX200, but it's got to go. Sorry, Joel is my boy. Got to support him, and of course Brian as well. This is a collaboration project between the two. Oh, that domed top cap is super nice, and it definitely will work with the kind of arching mesh coil. It will definitely work well with that. Spring seems a little bit more rigid than the original profile, but not much. So let's go ahead. I need a sip here. Much better. What was I going to do? I was going to vape. Oh yes, much needed vape break. So if you care as to what I'm vaping on, I've got some Rounds e-liquid. This is their new flavor, Lycran. Ivan, the owner of Rounds, actually stopped by the shop the other day and dropped some off in person. So thanks, Ivan. And I've been vaping on it ever since. Really good flavor. I love cranberry, man. Like, cranberry should be a new thing. I want more people to do cranberry vapes because it's very, very refreshing. So yeah, this stuff is really good. Good stuff, good stuff. So I'm just gonna build this thing real quick while I take some of your questions. So if you guys have anything you want to talk about, feel free to fire away. Not sure how bad the audio is doing, but in either case, this is the chat section of the video. This is where we just have a nice talk. They even supply you with a little bit of the offer of mesh strips. So I'm going to use one of those. Just like that. Very delicate little suckers. Am I going to be vape shopping at NVE? Might be in the market for something. This is a 5 paycheck month, so, you know, have a little bit of a disposable income, I suppose. And since I didn't have to fly to this one, yeah, I might be in the market for something. And I mean, I'm not sure if there's anything in particular. Been thinking about doing a Monarch. Monarch is definitely on the shopping list. So I'm going to take a look at what this batch brings, what Ruby Roo and Josh brought to the show. Hopefully they have something purple and glorious for me to check out. I'm going to shut the mod off. That would be a good idea. If they have something purple and really cool looking, I will be definitely purchasing that. Are we getting rowdy like last year? Dude, Lucas, yes. Yes, we'll definitely be getting rowdy. That was fun, man. That night was a blast. There we go. I can't remember if that was the first night or the second night. I should have used it. Did they supply you with a tool? Yeah, they did. I should use that. Yeah, we'll definitely be getting up to no good. I mean, it's a vape show. What do you want? You get a whole bunch of guys with money Just running around a casino? Yeah, you're definitely getting up to no good. All right. Get that nice little bend going on. Get it in place here. There we go. I'm sorry I don't have a top-down cam. This is kind of a last-minute decision. I tried using the large side, but even with the spring pushed all the way down, it didn't, well, okay. To be fair, I had one side locked in already, and I folded it over, and it didn't quite make it lengthwise. So I guess you have to like fold it over the tool and then install it all at once, but I don't know. He said Dwayne wants to get drunk with us. Oh God, I can't even imagine Dwayne drunk. Dwayne's a good boy. All right, let's test this sucker out. We're gonna do 30 watts. Oof. Man, this stuff fires up so fast and so bright. That's at 30 watts. That's like nothing. I mean, I don't think I even have to tune it any higher than that. It looks good to me already. Gotta love that mesh, just for that reason alone. Yeah, so this, yeah, that big side's definitely not fitting in. Not that I really need, not that I need the tool anyways. It's good enough. Should I use the Watofo cotton or should I use native wicks? Vote below. X1 for Watofo cotton, X2 for native wicks. In the meantime, I'm going to have a quick little vape break. And what's up to all the guys from the UK checking in? Big shout out to you guys, because you're up pretty late over there. It's about 3 in the morning. Or no, our clocks changed, so they're only 4 hours ahead. So now it is 2 a.m. So it's still pretty late over there. Oh man, that Lycran, delicious. All right, we've got, it's pretty tied up right now for votes. Not sure what to use. Screw it. Since I got Watofo cotton, I'm just going to use the Watofo cotton, I guess. I think next time I rewick it, it's going to be with native wicks because personally I tend to go with native wicks over the Watofo cotton, but I guess if I'm going to be reviewing it, I should review it with the stuff they supply with it. So, yeah. If I can get the box open, that would be awesome. I have no fingernails. Ah! There we go. Just grab one of these big ass shoelace cottons. Boom. There we go. This is super easy to wick. You just kind of fit it through like that. Just pull. It's super duper tight. That's good. You definitely want it tight inside there if you're using mesh. And I gotta get my scissors, which are right here. Now they say to cut this at a 45-degree angle here and here. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope I get this right. Yeah, it looks pretty much like the picture they posted on Instagram. And oh, this is the delicate part. I'm not good at delicate things. All right, I'm just gonna lop the majority off here. Yeah, it's a little bit lopsided. Let's trim that down a little bit more. So I hope everyone's been having a great day so far, or evening for that matter. Still looks really weird. It's definitely too much over there still. Okay, now it's just getting a little bit messy. I've got cotton everywhere. My office is a mess. It's fairly even. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to run with it. Ugh, now I have cotton everywhere. All right. How the heck am I going to get that much cotton down in there? This is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. Well, luckily I get to see the man himself for the next few days, so I can ask them in person. I should say the men themselves, because it's the collaboration. So let's see. I think I could just start tuck this section in. I'm not sure. I think they want you to leave this section kind of fluffy because the juice comes in from the top and the bottom. Make Joel fix it. Yeah. Totally gonna do that. And I'm gonna make him do it on camera too. It kind of makes sense. It's making sense to me. I'm surprised by how little cotton you actually need, though, to do the job. I'm just making a huge mess. There's cotton on my computer and everything. All right, let's see. Tuck it into place. Try to be gentle with it. Yeah, it's working better than expected, but it just looks weird to me. It's not the traditional way you wick an RTA. So to me, it just looks funky. But I think it shall work well. Let's see. Tuck that into place. Wondering if I should clean this up a little bit on the bottom here. Ooh. Cotton everywhere. Oh, I hate the little fuzz hairs. Ah, can't stand it. I'm totally going to make Joel rewick this thing as soon as I get there. All right. This side looks way better. Oh my God. That's one thing that I feel like Native Wicks has over this cotton. Less fuzz. A lot less fuzz. God. This is definitely some fuzzy cotton. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. probably as close as I'm going to get it. Hopefully it works. We're going to find out. I've got some Blaz here. Let's try this stuff out. Here, get rid of that stupid ring. Load it up with juice. So I want to know how many of you have this profile Unity RTA and how many people want to try it, because I've heard a lot of things about it so far. I've been really anticipating this. I've known it was coming for quite some time now. I mean, we all kind of saw this coming. It's a natural progression. But as far as being a collaboration project between Joel and Brian, didn't see that coming. All right, that's pretty well loaded up with juice. Yeah, this motherfucker says live builds always asking for trouble. It's true. I know. I get myself into these situations. Hacked. Ah. You said it's like watching TVP Wick. Oh my god. I am insulted. I'm just kidding. I love you, TVP. All right. Just doing some final little adjustments there. Oh man, Blaz Peach. Love me some Blaz Peach. So yeah, these line up. So I have to line this up like that. And then it screws, the base screws on. So I think I have to take it off of the mod. Ta-da. Maybe ta-da. Oh, now I have juice all over my hands. Did I do it right? No. Let's see. Yes, I glued the mesh. It feels like it's threading, but it's not threading. It's just spinning. Did I screw it up already? I don't know how this works. There's tabs there. Yep, line that up, thread it on. Should be pretty easy. Just nothing is catching. Joel, where are you? Help. My hands are covered in juice now. Oh, man. I have no idea why it's not catching. Does it have to be on the mod? Feels like it's threaded all the way down, but there's a huge gap. And I think it's lopsided. Yeah, you could just pull that right off. What the hell? It's not reverse threaded in it, is it? Reverse for the click first. Don't hear a click. Oh, there's a click. I don't know. It's just not even catching. Yeah, just don't ever do live builds ever, because that's a really bad idea. Floating deck. Yeah, I tried doing the reverse threading thing and then clicking it, but it's just not catching. Like, I can just probably pull the deck out. It's definitely not dummy proof, because here I am struggling. It feels like it's tight, but there's this like massive gap. And there's like an O-ring in there. I guess maybe that it's supposed to like snug up against the O-ring or something. Let me see what this one looks like. No, that's all the way flush. Something is wrong. Definitely cotton on the threads, but I don't know how to prevent that. Tuck more, I guess. I have to tuck more in. Well, that's... this is getting very, very frustrating. All right. It's got to be cotton on the threads down here. That's where I'm guessing it is. It's got to be down there. You just really can't have any cotton sticking out of the juice well holes on the bottom. You got to tuck all that stuff in. The struggle is real. I'm gonna tuck some more of this stuff in. Got to tuck it in really, really tight. I think that's the name of the game with this one here. All right, let's try this again. Ah, there we go. That's what it was. Cotton on the threads. We've solved the mystery. All right. Let's see if this thing actually wicks now, because I am getting a little bit nervous because of how tight that cotton is. We shall see. And if it doesn't wick, you guys are going to get to see me take a massive dry hit. So that's just entertainment value right there. And personally, I don't think there is such a thing as dummy proof, because I'm definitely living proof that you could screw up just about anything. That looks pretty nice on there if you ask me, though. All right, we've got it set at 50 watts, airflow wide open. Let's just give this thing a rip. Man, that flavor, though, that flavor is super good. Yes, 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 Y-E-S. I'm just going to keep hitting this thing until I either get a dry hit or it wicks. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying the flavor is better than the RDA, and at this point, I'm going to have to agree. That is the cleanest, purest way I've ever tasted my own juice, the Blaz Peach. That tastes spot on, exactly how it should. Man, that is, oh, that peach though. At 50 watts. At 50 watts, this thing is ripping. So I'm very happy with that. I'm assuming it's wicking properly because I still have yet to get any sort of dry hit. And I'm pretty sure I would have gotten a dry hit already if it wasn't wicking properly. And you guys can see the clouds. It's getting cloudy in here. Yeah, that is fantastic. Joel, you have once again outdone yourself. That is amazing. I'm really impressed. And yeah, it took me a second to get the hang of it, but now that I got the wicking technique down, I feel like I can do it every time. I mean, that's how it always goes. I never nail something perfectly on the first try. It's always a process, you know, it's a learning curve. And don't beat yourself up over something like not knowing how to wick something perfectly the first time you wick something. It's not that big of a deal. It's just vaping. At the end of the day, it's just vaping. So, yeah, that's really, 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 really good. Definitely digging that. Looks pretty good on this setup. I think I found my my third NVE setup here. And seriously, not a single even close dry hit. Not even remotely close to it being a dry hit. Yeah. So, very happy with that. Still unsure about the dripper I want to bring. I might recoil. I might do another set of coils on that rebirth and just say I'll bring that one. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Drop Dead, maybe. I like the Drop Dead. Maybe the Drop Dead. The only reason I'm not a huge fan of the recoil on this thing, or the rebirth on this thing, is because it has a ton of condensation here on the top of my mod. And I've opened up my case before, and it's starting to get on the inside lid of the case. So it's because of the downward airflow. It just spills all the residual vapor onto my top of the mod, and it just kind of lingers there and condenses, so it ends up just making a big old mess. That's the only reason I'm not a huge fan of the Rebirth RDA, from my observations at least. But other than that, I love the flavor that I get, and the building is super duper easy, so yeah, it's kind of somewhat forgiven for that aspect. But yeah, Peabod, Mr. Shimmy Time in the house. And if you know what that means, you are an old school vapor. More power to you. PD, thank you for joining me. As with everyone, thank you for joining me for this random ass stream where we're just talking about NVE and our hopes and aspirations. Pete, we'll get to see you at NVE. Pretty excited about that. We got the Shimmy crew back together with Jay as well. Yeah, it's definitely been way too long, man. And we've all kind of just went our separate ways and did our own thing. But it'll be really nice to see you at a vape event again. that profile Unity RTA is Flavor City. Population me. Wow. Like, I'm really, really impressed. And I'm surprised I'm not getting a dry hit. Man, that's good. That is really good. So, last minute thoughts about NVE. I mean, I know at least a few of you, a handful of you guys in chat right now are gonna be there. Definitely looking forward to seeing you / meeting you if we haven't met before. Really looking forward to hanging out with the Stooges. They have the Stooge House going on. I will absolutely be over there at some point during the weekend and just hanging out over there. You'll probably end up seeing streams from over there. What else? All of my friends from all over New England getting together in one place once again for another NVE event. That's going to be awesome. Giving out some stickers. I've got tons and tons, like I said. I've got plenty of stickers to go around for anyone that likes stickers like I do. Got tons of stickers to go around. I wish I made buttons this year. I should have made buttons. I think I want to start making buttons for every event that I go to. Just something cool, you know. Maybe for Expo, I'll bring over a whole bunch of little tiny like 1-inch buttons or something. Because I like doing those. Those are a lot of fun. Even though the only time the only place I wear buttons is on my hats, but in any case. What booth number are we, or am I? Technically, I'm not actually working for Blaz this weekend, but I'm sure you're gonna catch me over there more than a few times. It's probably gonna be home base for me. It's 2 something, I don't remember, and we're on a corner. That's all I know. I have no idea. I am not in charge of that. I am not allowed to have that sort of information, apparently. So yeah, I don't. Is the floor plan even listed yet? I don't even know. It's going to be a Vape Stew vacation. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Vape Stew on vacation. I believe we're going to be doing something live tomorrow. I don't get down there until probably 8 o'clock, somewhere around then. I have to check into my hotel and do all that stuff. So if I can get checked into my hotel and everything like that, I believe I can then just probably take an Uber over to the house, and then we might be able to get something together. It might be later, it might be earlier. I don't know. I'm bringing my laptop and this camera, so that's all I know. Other than that, it's all up to Stan because, you know, it's on Stan's channel. So, yeah, but that's pretty much what I've got going on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to swing by the Barn Brew booth. Wow, my brain just exploded a little bit. Definitely going to be swinging by the Barn Brew booth. And we're definitely going to be hanging out too, you know. Hello. And it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, so there's that. So we're going to be drinking some Jameson and Bailey's and Guinness and all that good stuff. We're going to drink the bar dry of Guinness, that's for sure. But, Derek Smith, it's not tricky. I'm just an idiot. There you go. It's just, you got to get the wicking down, that's all. Once you get the wicking down, you know exactly where everything goes and, you know, all that stuff, then you're going to be good. I actually cut it a little bit too wide. You want to cut it like legit 45 degrees and leave just a teeny little sliver at the top, but you really want to cut it at like a 45-degree angle like that, right at from edge to edge of the mesh itself. But it's super, super good. But yeah, that is me. I think we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you once again for joining me on this random ass little vape mail live stream thing that I did here tonight. I look forward, like I said, to meeting you and or seeing you at NVE for those of you going. be sure to stay tuned right here on Daily Vape TV because we will be streaming at some point during the weekend. And also stay tuned for some form of vape stew tomorrow at some point. Probably live from the Stooge house. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. And I guess we'll sign out like I always do. And as always, vape on.